Welcome to Legends Remembered, a special tribute to the wrestling icons who shaped the sport and left an unforgettable legacy. Their passion and dedication continue to inspire fans worldwide. Today, we also bring you emotional news about Julia, whose recent situation has touched many hearts. Join us as we celebrate their lives through heartfelt memories and moving tributes. Subscribe to keep their stories alive and ensure their legacies are never forgotten. Bertha Faye, born Rhonda Singh on August 14, 1964, was a memorable and trailblazing figure in professional wrestling. Best known for her colourful persona and powerful in-ring presence during the 1990s. Her career spanned various major promotions, and though her time in the spotlight was brief, she left a lasting impression on fans and the wrestling industry alike. Tragically, Singh began her wrestling journey in the 1980s, initially finding success on the independent circuit and in Japan, where she competed under the name Monster Ripper. Her blend of strength, charisma, and agility helped her earn respect internationally before making her mark in North America. In 1995, she joined the World Wrestling Federation (WWF), now WWE, under the ring name Bertha Faye. Her character, a comedic yet dominating force, brought a unique flair to the women's division, standing in contrast to the era's more traditional female performers. That same year, Bertha Faye captured the WWF Women's Championship, solidifying her as a standout in the division. Her persona was both entertaining and unorthodox, combining humour with legitimate wrestling ability, which made her a fan favourite and a key character during her time in the WWF. After her stint in WWE, she continued performing in other promotions, including WCW, maintaining her bold presence and continuing to entertain audiences. Bertha Faye's legacy is one of innovation and individuality. She pushed boundaries for women in wrestling by proving that talent and personality mattered more than fitting a mould. Her untimely was a great loss, but she is remembered fondly as a pioneer who brought both strength and humour to the ring, paving the way for more diverse representation in women's wrestling. Chris Travis, born on December 16, 1983, was a gifted British professional wrestler whose impact on the independent wrestling scene remains deeply felt. Known for his electrifying in-ring style and magnetic charisma, Travis made his mark in top promotions like Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, PWG, Insane Championship Wrestling, ICW, and several others across the UK and beyond. Launching his wrestling career in the early 2000s, Travis quickly stood out for his blend of high-flying athleticism and technical finesse. Whether competing in singles matches or tag team bouts, he brought intensity and passion to every performance. His matches were often the highlight of any event, earning him a loyal fan base and the respect of his peers. Alongside fellow wrestlers, Travis helped elevate the profile of British wrestling during a time of resurgence in the UK scene. Behind the scenes, Travis was admired not only for his talent, but also for his warm, encouraging nature. He was known for supporting others in the industry and helping younger talent find their footing. Tragically, his rising career was cut short when, despite battling the illness, he continued to show courage and determination, becoming a symbol of strength to many fans. Though his time in wrestling was brief, Chris Travis left a legacy that continues to inspire. His dedication to the sport, both inside and outside the ring, earned him a lasting place in the hearts of wrestling fans and performers alike. Remembered as both a remarkable athlete and a kind-hearted person, Travis's influence lives on as a reminder of the passion and perseverance that define professional wrestling at its best. Perro Aguayo Jr., born on July 23, 1979, in San Luis Potosí, Mexico, was a celebrated figure in the world of lucha libre. As the son of the legendary wrestler Perro Aguayo, he grew up surrounded by the sport and carried on his family's rich wrestling legacy with passion and pride. Known for his electrifying charisma, fearless in-ring style, and deep connection with fans, Aguayo Jr. quickly carved out his own name in the wrestling world. His career gained momentum in the late 1990s when he joined Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre, CMLL, one of Mexico's premier wrestling promotions. There, he showcased his dynamic athleticism and storytelling skills, earning multiple championships, including the CMLL World Light Heavyweight and Trios titles. His feuds with lucha legends like La Parka and Dr. Wagner Jr. became iconic, drawing massive crowds and further cementing his place as a top-tier performer. Aguayo Jr. later became a founding member of the Los Perros del Mal stable, a rebellious faction that shook up the wrestling scene with its edgy anti-hero appeal. His presence extended beyond just title wins. He became a symbol of passion and authenticity in Mexican wrestling. Tragically, Pero Aguayo Jr.'s life ended far too soon. In 2015, during a match in Tijuana, he suffered a fatal cervical spine injury after an in-ring collision. His sudden passing at age 35 devastated the wrestling community and sparked important conversations about in-ring safety protocols. Despite his untimely, Aguayo Jr.'s legacy lives on. He is remembered not only as a skilled and passionate performer, but also as a beloved figure who helped shape modern lucha libre. His influence continues to inspire fans and wrestlers across generations. Darren Drozdov, widely known to wrestling fans as Droz, was a unique and memorable figure in the world of professional wrestling. Born on April 7, 1969, Droz first made his mark as a standout defensive lineman at the University of Maryland before briefly playing in the NFL with the New York Jets. However, it was his transition to wrestling in the late 1990s that cemented his place in sports entertainment history. Debuting in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, in 1998, Droz quickly stood out with his edgy persona and raw charisma. He embraced the moniker Puke, showcasing his bizarre real-life ability to vomit on command, a trait that became part of his in-ring character. Known for his adaptability and intensity, Droz was a rising star, taking on a variety of roles and pushing boundaries with his unorthodox style. Tragically, Droz's promising career was cut short in 1999 when he suffered a devastating in-ring accident during a match with D'Lo Brown. The injury left him paralyzed from the waist down. Despite this life-altering event, Droz remained a powerful presence in the wrestling community. He continued to contribute behind the scenes and served as a symbol of courage, resilience, and positivity in the face of adversity. Droz leaving behind a legacy defined by strength, determination, and an unwavering love for the wrestling business. His story touched the hearts of many, fans, peers, and athletes alike. Remembered not only for his unique character, but also for his inspirational journey after injury, Darren Drozdov's impact on the world of wrestling will never be forgotten. Sarah Lee, June 7, 1992, October 5, 2022, was an American professional wrestler and television personality whose brief yet impactful career left a lasting impression on the wrestling world. Born in Hope Township, Michigan, Sarah gained national recognition in 2015 when she competed in WWE's reality competition series Tough Enough. Her resilience, charm, and determination quickly won over both fans and judges, ultimately earning her the show's top prize, a WWE contract. Wrestling under the ring name Sarah Lee, she began her journey at WWE's developmental brand, NXT. Though her time in the ring was short, she demonstrated a strong work ethic, athleticism, and a sincere passion for the sport. Fans were drawn to her approachable personality and underdog story, making her one of the most relatable and beloved competitors from Tough Enough. She represented hope for many aspiring wrestlers, proving that perseverance and authenticity could open doors in a tough industry. Outside the ring, Sarah was known for her kind-hearted nature and unwavering positivity. She built strong bonds within the wrestling community and was admired for balancing her professional ambitions with her role as a devoted wife and mother. Her unexpected in 2022 at just 30 years old sent shockwaves through the wrestling world. The news prompted an overwhelming wave of tributes from fans, fellow wrestlers, and WWE personnel, all remembering her bright spirit and genuine heart. Sarah Lee's legacy lives on through the lives she touched, both in and out of the ring. Though her time in professional wrestling was brief, her story continues to inspire others who dream of making it in the world of sports entertainment. She remains a symbol of determination, humility, and heartfelt connection in WWE history. Brodie Lee, born John Huber on December 16, 1979 in Rochester, New York, was a revered professional wrestler known for his commanding presence and quiet leadership. He gained prominence in WWE as Luke Harper, a key member of the Eerie Wyatt family alongside Bray Wyatt. With his intense gaze, rugged look, and raw intensity, Harper became a standout figure, earning fans' respect for his in-ring skill and dedication. He eventually broke out as a singles competitor, capturing the Intercontinental Championship and multiple tag team titles, proving his versatility in the ring. In 2020, Huber made a bold move to All Elite Wrestling, AEW, where he reinvented himself as Brodie Lee, the enigmatic leader of the Dark Order. His performances were both powerful and captivating, showcasing a new depth to his character. Tragically, his promising run was cut short when due to idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, a rare lung disease. His was sudden and devastating, sending shockwaves through the wrestling community. AEW honoured his legacy with a deeply emotional tribute show, a testament to the immense respect he garnered from peers and fans alike. Beyond his accomplishments in the ring, Brodie Lee was remembered as a devoted husband, loving father, and a man of immense character and humility. His kindness, loyalty, and work ethic left a lasting impression on everyone he met. The outpouring of tributes reflected the profound impact he had on the wrestling world. Brodie Lee's legacy continues to live on through the memories he created, the people he inspired, and the love he shared with his family and the wrestling community. He remains a symbol of dedication, heart, and the deep bonds forged in and out of the ring. Nikolai Volkov, born Josip Peruzovich, was a towering figure in professional wrestling and a master of playing the villain during the politically charged Cold War era. Best known for portraying a Soviet loyalist, Volkov made waves in the WWE, then WWF, during the 1970s and 1980s by tapping into real-world tensions to rile up American audiences. Before his matches, he would sing the Soviet national anthem, drawing deafening boos and making him one of the most hated heels in wrestling history. Standing over 6 feet tall and weighing more than 300 pounds, Volkov had an intimidating presence that fit perfectly with his character. His alliance with the Iron Sheik, another notorious antagonist, led to their victory as WWE Tag Team Champions, a reign that further solidified Volkov's status as a legendary villain. But behind the curtain, Volkov was far from the character he played. A refugee from communist Yugoslavia, he deeply appreciated the freedoms of his adopted home in the United States. Despite portraying an enemy of America, he was known backstage for his humility, discipline, and respect for his fellow wrestlers and the industry. Fans may have booed him in the ring, but Volkov earned respect for his dedication to storytelling and his ability to evoke genuine emotion from the crowd. He helped define what it meant to be a wrestling villain, someone the audience loved to hate. Nikolai Volkov, but his impact on professional wrestling endures. His legacy lives on as a performer who brought his character to life with passion and conviction, leaving an unforgettable mark on the sport's history and proving that sometimes the most hated on-screen personas are played by the kindest people off-screen. Amy Gloria Matsudo, known globally by her ring name Julia, isn't just another wrestler on the NXT roster. She's a walking contradiction, a symbol of cultural fusion and grit, balancing elegance and intensity with every step she takes into the squared circle. Born on February 21, 1994, in London, United Kingdom, to an Italian father and Japanese mother, Giulia carries an identity that refuses to be confined to a single label. This rich cultural background has only deepened her appeal, giving her a unique international charisma that separates her from the crowd. At 1.63 meters, 5 feet 4 inches, and 55 kilograms, 121 pounds, Giulia may not physically dominate her opponents, but what she lacks in size, she makes up for in raw toughness, technical excellence, and unrelenting ambition. Since her debut in October 2017, she has climbed the professional wrestling ladder with astounding speed, establishing herself as a legitimate global star. Today, she's one of the most talked about names in WWE's NXT division. But for all her success, Giulia now finds herself at a pivotal crossroads, torn between a potential breakout into superstardom and the all-too-real hurdles of visa issues, injury setbacks, and uncertain creative direction. From stardom to supernova, Giulia's rise in wrestling. Before we address the turbulence surrounding her current situation, it's important to understand how far Giulia has come in such a short span of time. After making her professional debut in Japan's Ice Ribbon promotion, Giulia quickly turned heads with her stoic presence and snug wrestling style. In 2019, she made the controversial move to World Wonder Ring stardom, where she was catapulted into stardom. No pun intended. There, she became the leader of the faction Donna Del Mondo, capturing fans' imaginations with her intense promos and powerhouse energy. Her time in stardom saw her win multiple championships, including the Wonder of Stardom Championship and the prestigious World of Stardom Championship. Her work ethic, character development, and ability to blend storytelling with physicality caught the attention of WWE scouts. In late 2023, rumors of her jumping ship to WWE began swirling. By early 2024, Giulia had officially signed with the company, entering the NXT brand with massive hype. WWE had reportedly eyed her for months as a centerpiece of its continued global expansion. Her mix of Japanese training, European flair, and undeniable magnetism made her a dream acquisition. In one of the most anticipated debuts in recent NXT history, Giulia exploded onto the scene and later captured the NXT Women's Championship, adding another major accolade to her growing legacy. But as fast as her WWE ascent has been, the road hasn't remained smooth. The visa complications, red tape blocking the ring. Despite Giulia's growing popularity and clear value to WWE's future plans, her career has hit a significant off-the-mat obstacle: visa issues. As a performer working in the United States, Giulia requires a specialized visa, most commonly a P1 visa, to legally perform and earn income. While the P1 is routinely granted to internationally recognized athletes and entertainers, the administrative process is far from simple. These visas must be processed, maintained, and often renewed, each step involving legal documentation, employer sponsorship, and, in many cases, extensive waiting periods. In early 2025, whispers began circulating that Giulia was facing delays related to her visa status. Initially downplayed as minor administrative noise, the problem began to reveal itself as something more disruptive. Giulia's appearances on NXT programming became sporadic. Matches were postponed or rewritten. Promotional plans centering around her push were quietly altered or scrapped. WWE insiders began voicing frustration, not at Giulia, but at the bureaucratic hurdles interfering with what was supposed to be a marquee star-building year. Some reports suggested that WWE had already designed creative arcs to fast-track Giulia to the main roster, possibly even planning a SummerSlam debut or an international PLE premium live event showcase. But until the visa matter is cleared, those dreams remain on hold. Fans noticed. Speculation spiked across Reddit, X, formerly Twitter, and wrestling forums. Why was Julia missing from key NXT events? Was WWE souring on her? Was this another case of international talent being sidelined by systemic delays? Thankfully, most insiders insist WWE remains firmly in Julia's corner. The company is said to be working closely with immigration lawyers to expedite her paperwork and ensure she remains in the fold. However, no official statement has been issued by WWE or Julia herself, adding to the swirling fog of uncertainty. If the injury that won't heal. Julia's silent struggle. As if visa troubles weren't enough, Julia's journey has been further complicated by a rumoured injury that she has reportedly been nursing for months. Though not publicly confirmed, fans began speculating about her physical condition following a recent televised match against Stephanie Baker. During the bout, Julia executed her devastating Northern Lights bomb with clinical precision. But attentive viewers noticed a subtle but telling grimace as she completed the move. She appeared to favour her shoulder or back, wincing during post-match celebrations. Wrestling insiders have since hinted that Julia may be dealing with a lingering upper body injury, possibly involving the shoulder, rotator cuff, or upper spine. While not severe enough to require surgery yet, the injury is reportedly painful enough to limit her in-ring capabilities and force extended recovery windows between matches. WWE has a long-standing policy of keeping such matters private unless absolutely necessary. Julia herself, ever the warrior, has neither confirmed nor denied the reports. But her reduced in-ring schedule and cautious movement during recent appearances lend credence to the growing rumours. The dual burden of visa complications and physical pain has created a perfect storm of stagnation, delaying what should have been a breakout year. Still, her resilience shines through. Julia has continued to appear at NXT live events and tapings when possible, often in non-wrestling roles. Whether she's delivering promos, assisting in backstage segments, or simply showing up to support other talents, her presence remains magnetic. At the rumour mill, will WWE let her go? Where there's silence, there's speculation. And Julia's absence from regular programming has triggered a flood of rumours about her future with WWE. One particularly alarming claim suggests that WWE could consider releasing Julia if visa issues continue to hamper their long-term booking. These reports are largely speculative and have been shot down by more reliable sources, but they reflect a growing unease among fans who fear WWE may lose patience. Others posit a more plausible scenario, that Japanese promotions, especially Stardom, have been quietly contacting Julia, hoping to lure her back with big money offers and marquee match opportunities. Given her history with Stardom, it's not far-fetched. In Japan, Julia is still seen as a major draw. A return, even short-term, could headline events and inject fresh life into the Joshi scene. Yet, all signs indicate that WWE still sees Julia as an investment. According to backstage reports, she maintains strong relationships with key decision-makers, including Shawn Michaels, who oversees NXT, and select talent executives. Many within WWE's inner circle are reportedly advocating for her to be kept in long-term plans. There's also the matter of branding. Julia's look, style, and cross-cultural appeal make her incredibly marketable. She's not just a wrestler, she's a potential global ambassador. WWE would be hard-pressed to find another talent with her blend of in-ring legitimacy and international fan base. What could happen next? Scenarios for 2025 and beyond. As things stand, Julia's immediate future remains uncertain, caught between legal red tape and physical recovery. But several paths are possible. 1. Full clearance and return to NXT glory. If her visa is approved and her injury heals properly, Julia could return by summer 2025 in a big way. Some sources suggest tentative plans for a renewed NXT Women's Championship feud, potentially culminating at NXT, Heatwave, or another major PLE. A healthy Julia, backed by a reinvigorated creative team, could regain her momentum in short order. Second main roster call-up. Though delayed, her main roster debut is still very much on the table. WWE could introduce her on Raw or SmackDown with a cinematic package, portraying her as an international sensation arriving to shake up the division. With talents like Io Sky and Asuka already thriving, Julia could seamlessly join them in a modern-era Joshi invasion angle or stand apart as her own unique force. 3. Temporary return to Japan. Should visa or health issues persist, WWE may allow Julia to return to Japan on a temporary excursion, both to stay active and preserve goodwill with fans. This route has historical precedent, see Kenta Hideo Itami, and a brief run in Stardom could reignite her aura. 4th, hiatus and rebranding. Worst case, Julia may take a lengthy hiatus to focus on rehab and recenter herself. But even this scenario isn't career-ending. Sometimes in pro wrestling, a step back leads to a major leap forward. The conclusion: Julia's toughest battle yet. For someone who's faced down doubters, rival promotions, and the unforgiving expectations of international fans, Julia's current predicament might be her toughest opponent yet. But here's what separates Julia from the rest: she never quits. Whether she's dazzling in the ring or fighting paperwork behind the scenes, she brings the same intensity to every battle. Her cultural heritage, multi-promotion journey, and sheer perseverance have made her a modern icon in the making. These roadblocks may have slowed her ascent, but they haven't derailed it. Fans across the globe continue to chant her name, waiting for that moment when she steps back into the spotlight. Not just to perform, but to prove once again why she belongs among wrestling's elite. The ring is still waiting, and so are we, because Julia doesn't just wrestle, she rises.